So I want to hear more Jamaican dance songs. Oh, man. You guys ready, man? You ready? Ready. Yes. Oh, well, we're not gonna start like this. I don't know the vibes today. I don't know. I didn't give Dion a request. I didn't give you a request ever. But this is what I'm feeling. Feel that kind of chill.
Is that your way of being a DJ? You take no requests?
Remember those DJ days?
Fool in Volume 17?
I'm gonna bring it back.
More foolings than Fast and Furious.
You just wait. That's how we get Dan to be more cultured.
What? That's the opposite of culture.
Anyhow, we'll be right back. When we start? Yeah, we're starting, man. The camera's on. The mic's on. I don't know. We're good. I'm just hitting a gunshot so that YouTube doesn't take us down.
Is this gonna be on Instagram?
You know it. You know it. You ready to be famous?
Yeah, I'm ready. All right, let's do this. This is on the clock.
Does your podcast have a camera yet?
Dan and I got to carry your show now.
I've had 1 hour of sleep in the past 24 hours. So
wow.
Yeah, poor me. Oh yeah, you know. Did your podcast have a camera or not?
No.
Oh damn.
That's why I'm here. I'm picking up notes. I'm learning things.
This is crazy.
Shouldn't you welcome the guest?
No, because we didn't start the podcast yet.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what his alias is for today. I don't know what you want to go by.
Well, I do have a name.
Okay. Unless you want to go by your.
Can
we say your last name?
Go for it.
Okay, fine. And I need your Instagram handle for the. No, I'm joking. We'll do that later. You're good. You're good.
Any girls want any information? Consult with you separately.
He's already better than Fabs. He has no fiance to worry about. Just say what your heart feels.
Girlfriend.
You're not supposed to tell them that.
Yeah.
God. I've had 1 hour of sleep, guys. So you gotta carry this podcast. It's Monday, the best day in the world, my favorite day. Do you like Mondays? Whatever. You don't like Mondays? Yeah. This is definitely not gonna work because I feel like you guys already have a bond, and clearly we don't. I argue with Dion all the time, and I'm not in the best of moods with Dan. So
it's a white thing.
Clearly,
yeah.
You guys are the Turin boys.
Yep.
The Juve boys. The Calcio boys.
So I got called in. I'm a hired ringer.
Yeah.
Hired gun.
Yeah.
And I'm here to talk about a few things.
D&D. That's nasty. You guys are the double Ds. Any other nicknames you guys are going to go with since you guys already have this like planned out?
ABT, anything but that.
Anyone that comes in here does not instantly get along with Dan, so I kind of find it weird that you guys both get along.
What is that supposed to mean?
I don't know. There's always like a bit of like, tension, not tension, but like a bit of awkwardness.
Did Fab and I have tension?
You guys didn't like kick it off like right away.
Oh yeah?
You guys didn't get along for a while.
Really?
Yeah. You were
Okay.
just sitting on this side and Fabs was like right there, clutched to the edge.
I was gonna say everybody got a one seat promotion. You took his old spot.
Yeah.
I took your old spot.
Oh man.
Yeah, Tyrrell sits in his own world.
Hey, I could sit anywhere if you guys really want that. Anyhow,
How about off screen, off camera?
that would be whatever. That would be disappointing.
ratings.
Is this you producing the podcast now? Okay, whatever. I want to play more music, but Dan is in a rush. We really don't got much shit to talk about today, to be honest.
That's what we say every week, and we find a way.
Yeah. Now I'm just gonna intentionally talk about shit just so you could be late.
no.
I don't care. It's Monday. It's my day. Best day ever. And your neighbors are probably home. Shout to your neighbors quickly. One day they're gonna knock back. At you for
I
doing
hope
that.
so.
have you met them yet? By the way.
Nope.
Okay.
The ones beside me? No.
Yeah, that's
across
you know
the
what they
hall.
look like?
Nope.
That's weird. Do they Airbnb it?
I have no idea. I've just never seen anybody come out of the place beside me.
Would you ever Airbnb yours?
This place is nice.
Not at this moment in time.
Yeah,
I would need another location before I Airbnb this one.
and some.
And I would definitely not Airbnb to you.
Okay. yeah.
Yeah. We'll leave it there.
Airbnb everything but the bedroom.
Yeah.
I'm washed, man. Stop this. We are running. We are good. We really got nothing to really talk about. So if you guys really want to just get into it, since you got somewhere to be. Dion only has one thing that he wants to talk about that we're definitely not going to get into right away. But yeah, you know what? We should.
I'm here for the long haul. You do things as you would normally do them.
Okay.
I'm a fly on the wall.
This is normally how we do them.
Talks.
This is normally how we do them. I have a lot of stuff to ask you, but Dan's kind of cutting into that, so I don't really care. I just know that I've had 1 hour of sleep, and
how was your weekend, Ty?
Don't ask me that. And don't ask it to me like that in that tone. What would you get? Never mind. Whatever. We're getting to it. Mic's on.
Mic's on.
Camera's on.
Camera's on.
You guys ready?
I'm ready.
Dion, you ready? This is your debut. Oh,
I'm ready.
You nervous?
Prepare for ratings unlike the which you've never ever seen before.
You want to know what's going to be funny if we get less viewers this week?
And if you get more, you see what happens.
Okay,
I'm gonna charge you a rate next time.
If we get more, then you could come back. Okay, is that a deal?
This was a one-time thing, regardless.
Okay, fine. Do I get to go on your podcast?
Hell no.
Okay, fine.
Do I?
Hell yeah.
All right.
Whatever.
That's what I
Anyhow, camera's on, mic's on. Soundboard's on. The soundboard's on. We're ready. It's the InnerViews Podcast, episode number 84, live. 84? 84?
Yep.
You said you're a liar. You said he's a returning listener. You should know if this is 84.
Returning listener. I'm an avid listener.
Okay,
I
avid
listen
listener.
frequently.
Okay, whatever.
84.
Because you tell me to.
You hate it. Oh, shut up. Episode 84, live and direct from Toronto, Ontario. It's your guy Tyrrell, back in the cut here at Dan's place, doing what we do best, the best soccer/footy podcast in the world, providing with organic, unfiltered soccer/footy analysis. And if you didn't know that, well, now you know. I'm here. The weather is nice. People are out. The Blue Jays are playing just down the street. I don't know what's happening at the ACC. Dan will find out soon. And we have a third person here, which is really great because now I don't have to just sit with Dan and be angry at him for what he's done today, which is why this podcast will be shorter. So if you guys really like that, then thank Dan. If not, well, boo him. For those that are watching on YouTube, if you don't want to hear us talk about our lives, I do care about the two guys that are right beside me. We got the timestamps at the bottom. Make sure to click that if you want to get into the nitty gritty, which is probably about Harry Maguire, De Ligt, any other transfer news, and TFC, whatever we want to talk about TFC, because Dan is pretty happy from what I know. But yeah, that is basically what's going to go down today. We normally don't give you the rundown, but I decided to be a bit generous today and do that. With that being said, like I said, I'm not here alone. To the left of me is Dan, the man, Dapper Dan, young Daniele in the cut. It's a scary sight. The summer of Dan, Dan's summer, getting it popping. He's looking spiffy as always. Do people still say spiffy?
Yeah.
Okay, he's still looking spiffy, always out dressing us. And to the right of me is, I don't know what to call you. Can I call you Mr. NFL?
You call me whatever you want.
You've
used all the D. You've used all the D adjectives. To describe Dan.
Dazzling Dion, Dion drama Dion. It's not his summer, but he still gets it popping out in these 416/647/289/905 streets. Looking good, looking great, showing off the kneecaps. Ooh, ee, ah, ee, ooh, wee. Wu-Tang to. Don't promote them. Whatever. Whatever, man. Whatever, man. I should have brought it in. He always wanted an interview shirt.
That perfectly, that perfectly encapsulates your taste in music in one physical example.
We don't need to promote that. I should have brought the interview shirt for you today.
Yeah, you should have.
I've been waiting for one.
Oh, don't worry.
You think I get on the show? I can at least get a shirt.
I have Dan's sister a little interview shirt, and every time she comes, I never bring it to her.
I know.
Next time she comes, I got it, man.
She'll be here in 2 weeks.
I almost gave it to a few girls too. I was like, Dan's sister's gonna kill me if I give it to them, and she'll know.
Oh yeah,
she'll read me like a book. She's good like that. Anyhow, Dion with the knees. That's what we're going with. With the cute kneecaps, paws. How are you?
Black jorts. I think they're stylish.
Okay, that's good for you.
A little faded, but it's okay.
So you know the summer's really hidden.
I'm black on black, in black.
Ooh,
my car's black.
Ooh, I don't care about your car. How are you?
I'm good, okay?
You're good? Everything's
good.
great?
I'm good. Everything's great.
I just wanted to make sure
I'm in the city at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and I'm killing time prior to rush hour.
Beating that Toronto traffic.
That's economical and efficient driving and transportation.
Oh, look at you. You NFL guys.
I teach you a few things, too.
You NFL guys. I hate all of y'all.
Practical.
Yeah, that's good. I'm not practical. We do this podcast whatever time, anytime, in the middle of traffic.
After traffic.
What about before traffic?
No, never. We're not that smart.
Rarely.
Clearly, people know that. Camera guy still fired, but we actually did mess up last week, and that's Dan's fault. I'm blaming you. But camera guy still fired. He's not here, which means that the unknown camera guy's back there. Dion's probably like, who the hell is that? But he's there.
He's there.
Okay.
I see him.
I just want to make sure that you know that.
Give
How are
him a
you
wave.
guys? How was your weekend? Everything was good?
Yeah.
You guys do anything exciting?
I did.
Okay, but
Besides that, I know. Go
yeah,
ahead.
you lost your tournament. Yeah.
Yeah.
You lost your tournament. Round of applause. Round of applause. Round of applause. I don't feel any ways today.
I know.
How was the tournament?
It was very good. It was very good.
Did you show off your knees too?
Yep.
Boss? Oh, you're nasty.
Yep.
Um,
It was raise some money, and it was actually didn't rain, so all in all was a good tournament.
What'd you raise money for?
Can I promote that on
don't
this
ask
podcast?
like you care.
I want to know.
Don't ask like you
Don't talk
care.
to him. Tell me.
Don't act like you care.
So I run a charity. I organize a charity. Football for Good is the name of the charity, and we raised some money for children in Uganda. This is the 12th or 13th tournament that's gone on, and hugely successful. I think we raised close to $8,000 on the day. At Riverdale Park, there will be another one in the wintertime, which maybe not
At
TY
at Riverdale Park.
no, that TY may or may not show up to.
I'm retired, man. It's over.
I can give you his answer right now if you want.
I know the answer is already no.
Yeah, I'm retired. Try to pull me back to these little events.
He won the last one. To be fair,
Go out on top. Pause.
yeah.
Was anything else happen this weekend?
No, I laid low.
You stayed on the 416 Street?
Absolutely, I did.
This Saturday was a bit rainy, so I understand that.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed that you weren't out there on Friday.
No, Friday it rained too.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I don't
For a
know.
minute.
It
wasn't
did?
that bad all day. Was it bad in the city?
Yeah.
It rained Friday?
Friday, yeah. Friday night it rained.
Oh, man. Were the streets popping?
I don't know. I didn't go out.
You didn't hear them outside?
No.
Okay. I guess it wasn't popping.
No.
I'm
You got a good view of them from here, though.
I know.
I know.
I'm disappointed.
For what?
This is your summer. You're not supposed to waste a weekend.
No, this was a relaxing weekend.
Oh, I guess you're giving. Okay, fine, whatever.
Giving the other people a chance.
Dion drama. Dion with the kneecaps.
No. My weekend was fantastic.
Oh yeah, no. We're fighting. We're fighting too.
You're fighting with everybody.
Dion.
apparently.
Dion doesn't pick up my text message all day Saturday. Disappears. Then hits me on Sunday with the weak excuse. No, Dion. I'm calling you out on your female tendencies. Yeah, no problem.
Oh, my female tendencies. There's strong female characters that may or may not be listening. That may or may not be very offended right now.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
No,
listen.
our female listeners are dead and buried after this.
Oh, well, your inability to respond to my message.
Listen to me carefully, okay? And I'm talking directly to the camera at this very moment. When you try and make plans with someone whose primary response is, so what do you want to do tonight? So where are you going tonight? So what are we doing tonight? That's not the way you make plans with
males people. Are trash. Males are trash.
Y'all let me know when you figure out what you're doing tonight. No. That's not the way you figure out what the plan is.
I'm the one that always makes the plans.
Bullshit.
I always decide where we go.
No way. I'm holding you on that. No, you don't.
We're going to discuss this later. There's one time I'm like, you know what, man? I'm going to be nice. Stop being selfish. Give Dion the keys, to decide where we're going. He gets to ride the ship. And he just, he's like, oh, shit, I got to make the plans, and just disappears.
The keys. I lay out itineraries when we go
out.
This guy figures out 5 minutes before, shows up 45 minutes late.
That is definitely not true.
Lucky.
Only for the podcast. But besides that, no.
But
Tyrrell is never on time. For anything in life.
No, if he's 5 hours late, he's 40 minutes early.
Hey, man.
That's the way I like to
The woman of my dreams could be watching this. Do not sell me short. I'm always punctual, but barring the podcast, because the podcast will go on regardless.
Or soccer games.
Oh, yeah. I don't care.
He falls or punctual.
Yeah.
But besides all that, my weekend was great up until when it ended today on Monday.
Oh, you corny.
Monday's
the best day in the world.
It's not the best day.
Monday's the best day.
Contrarian shtick, you don't like it.
I love
because
Mondays.
Everybody hates it. You gotta love it.
I love.
What we were talking about before.
I love Mondays. Best day in the world. Okay, best day in the world. I love Mondays. Just get it straight. My weekend was kind of chill. Didn't do much. Stayed low. Streets weren't popping. Obviously, I tried to do something on Saturday, but Dion fell short, and everyone else in that group chat fell short. So shout out to you guys. Keep doing what you're doing. Maybe we'll do it again next week.
No, you won't.
We'll try to, make up a plan and just fail because males can't make plans. And yeah, just go with that. I need to find females to go out with because they know where they're going.
Good luck with that.
And they have their little pre-drink ready. We don't know what time we're trying to roll. We don't even know what area we're trying to roll. We stink. But anything else happened this week? Aliens haven't hit Earth yet.
Nobody invaded Area 51.
Yeah, that's in September.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're going too, right?
I was asking if you guys were going to go.
Well, if we're going, there you go. I'm making plans from now. We'll see if you show up.
No, I'm not showing up.
You
I
said you
refuse
show
to.
up.
That would be, you know what? That would be a great place to do a podcast.
Yeah.
Fantastic place.
Live on location.
Yeah, until
We've
you-
already said we want to do one live
Until
on
they
location.
zap your ass when you get 500 feet within.
No, it would
I'm
be
not rushing
outside.
the door.
I'm not going out. I'm not going nowhere there. No.
You're
I
weak.
refuse
to.
You're weak.
I refuse to.
Not
Yeah.
adventurous.
No.
You want to appeal to a female audience. You need to be adventurous.
Oh.
You need to be showing your willingness to
No,
do
no.
things.
But I come on this podcast every week and say that I don't get any girls. I'm trash.
I can confirm.
Yeah. So clearly we have an understanding here that the females are gonna relate to you guys rather than me because they don't want anything to do with me. I'm
Well,
not.
Yeah, I didn't say I was special.
I ain't shit.
Oh,
I did a cancel.
Dan,
I-
he's not protesting.
Yeah, I did cancel some plans this weekend, but whatever. You know, that don't matter. Besides,
I know. I know those plans you canceled.
cancel those, but they'll be fine. What else happened this week? The weather's just been nice. Heat wave, we survived it. The yoga mats are out. The sundresses are out. Guys are wearing shirts with less buttons.
Or no sleeves like yourself.
Yeah, okay, that's fine, but don't talk to me or look me in the eyes if your buttons are like almost all undone. You guys are nasty. Don't do that, please. You don't wear buttons.
Oh, you
So I was
look at
speaking
me.
to you.
I know you were.
because I know you're a button guy. No, keep those buttons up.
As you
Please.
can notice, the buttons are done up.
Please,
European casual.
no, don't. No,
Do you-
don't.
European casual.
No, I just no.
You know what? One of these days I'm gonna come on the podcast with my collar flipped up. Too.
Oh, really?
Should. If I had one, that's the way I'd be wearing
You
it.
guys are disgusting.
It's a Dion trademark.
Dan don't really got much to do. Actually, does a lot to do.
No, I got
so-
a lot to do.
Actually, quite the opposite. That's why I'm speeding this up. no?
So yeah, I know this. I don't like being sped up, Dan.
I know.
You could just feel that I'm rushed. There's so much stuff that I want to get into about
That's a lie.
about
What about TFC?
about how both of y'all are trash and how the weekend should have been much better and other stuff that we should talk about. But whatever, man. We're gonna cater to those that just come straight for the footy and all the soccer, organic, unfiltered soccer/footy analysis. So with that being said, we're gonna give a big shout out to the YouTube subscribers. Keep doing what you're doing. Everyone that listens to this podcast, new listeners, returning listeners, those that haven't come back but one day will once we get popping. Keep doing what you're doing on iTunes, Spotify, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, and any Android apps on your Android devices. Dion, you have an Android app? I mean, you have an Android device?
Of course I do.
What type of apps do you guys listen to podcasts on?
Listen to me. I listen to everything. Okay?
Well, but-
Team Android. I take great offense that screenshot, that copy paste story you do.
But y'all
every
are
week.
trash. Every week I do it, but no one tells me what podcast apps you guys listen to. So if you guys gave me a list, I would put that out.
SoundCloud.
That's about it. Our podcast is not on SoundCloud.
SoundCloud. You've opened me up to the whole world of Spreaker, by the way, because before I had never even heard of it, never used it, but that's my primary mode of listening
Hey.
to this podcast.
Thank
Hey,
you.
he finally did something good.
Appreciate you. And I hope that, you keep doing that.
Broken clock is right twice a day.
Well, shut up. Big shout out to you guys. Shout out to the independent men, independent women, everyone doing their thing. All the kids that are out at summer camp, all the kids in summer school, the librarians, the Uber drivers, the truck drivers, the parking enforcement guys. Shout out to everyone. I forgot who I was supposed to shout out because we're being rushed, and I don't appreciate that. Shout out to everyone that's
My fault.
yeah, definitely your fault. Shout out to the painters. Shout out to all the creatives, Clip Draw Gang, TFC Live, the Turin Boys, whatever you guys support, whatever your little fan base is. And yeah, shout out to everyone, man. Keep doing what you're doing. We appreciate you. We love you. This is the best soccer/footy podcast in the world. And since Dan and Dion don't really want to get into the deep nitty-gritty about their wonderful lives and what they've done on the weekend because they're secretive and don't want to be vulnerable, whereas I don't really do shit because I have no friends and I'm washed, we will get strictly down to the podcast. So with that being said, if you guys are ready and I'm ready and the camera guy's ready, then let's get to it. This is the InnerViews Podcast episode. I'm surprised Dion has never asked us why we played this music. Episode 84, Lavender from Toronto, Ontario. Don't worry about it. It's about to get popping. We have really nothing to talk about, but we're going to try our best to waste the next hour and a half of your lives.
I just assume you were big fans of Law and
Oh,
Order.
yo, Law and Orders. greatest shows ever. I don't know. Dan hates it. Fabs just laughed at me for watching it religiously on the Women's Network. But yeah.
Favorite channel.
Oh yeah.
He learned some stuff.
You learn a lot about
You ladies
you
are very
You
sensitive.
learn a lot about the females there. Oh yeah. Get vulnerable all the time. You guys, whatever. Where are we going? Where are we going this week? What do you guys want to talk about? We're being rushed. I'm gonna just continue saying that.
I know you are.
Turn boys.
Why don't we start there?
The Turin boys are here. So I'm guessing they want to start with everything that happened in Turin, which is really nothing. But they want to make it much bigger than it is. I waited last week. You said, oh, what's going to happen this week?
It did.
And it did happen.
You're welcome.
And I'm the only person on this planet that doesn't really give a goddamn.
Why?
But
Since he's a Chelsea fan, he's got nothing else to
well,
do.
yeah, apparently that's what I am.
Unless losing your coach and your best player are good things.
Hey, I talk about that weekly on this podcast. So we'll leave.
Who told you you're a Chelsea fan?
He's apparently I've been a Chelsea fan and I can't step away from that.
Apparently.
I've been an Arsenal fan. I support Barcelona.
Oh, that
I'm
one.
looking at the camera again right now. The first time I met you, you had a Chelsea laptop cover.
Yes, I did.
Oh.
Explain.
Yes, I did. I did.
There's a lot to explain there. I didn't
don't
even know
about you.
this.
If I'm a fan of a team, I might be inclined to do that. But
if
if
you
I don't
ca-
like a team,
If you come to my house, my brother and my dad, everything's kind of Chelsea'd out. So
you sleep with a Chelsea pillow at night?
no,
he sleeps
but
with
they're
Barcelona
they're,
pillow.
they're,
Probably.
Yeah.
they're
and his messy blow.
I actually have a Fabs will be disappointed. I actually have a Benfica scarf in my bedroom.
Got you a messy fat head for your birthday.
Yeah.
I have like every jersey in my room, but barring a Juventus jersey. So
That's
that
fine.
explains
that will change.
that explains a lot.
That'll
We'll
change.
fit you for one too.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Whatever, man. You guys want to talk about the stupid big transfer that happened this week because it matters apparently to everyone but me. So please take it away. Let me know why this matters. Sell it to me because did they have a press conference for him yet?
Yes.
Yeah. Last week.
See, I didn't even care.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't even care.
This is the steal of the transfer market.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Can you tell me how it's not?
Because
70 million for De Ligt is a steal for that
Really?
type of yeah, of course. Because Harry Maguire is going to go for 80.
no, but that's just utter stupidity.
Okay.
And-
I call it utter stupidity, but that's the reality of the transfer
yeah.
market. And
So-
if I were to ask you whether or not you'd be happy to get the Mbappe of defenders and the price was sub 100 million,
Yeah.
would you not be happy about it? I would.
I don't know.
And I am.
I don't know.
I will be.
I don't know.
I'll continue to be.
What? I don't. Have I ever said anything nice about Mbappe on this podcast?
No, but you're about to.
Please.
Look, that's in my opinion, and not to biased, being that my
Hey, be
being
who you want to be.
being that it's my team. There couldn't have been a better choice for him to at least grow and learn beside two fantastic defenders, Bonucci and Chiellini. So if he stays at Juve for 2, 3, 4 years, and then they go and sell him for 140 million,
150 is release clause.
there you go.
So we're talking
150.
minimum doubling his value.
There you go.
Ooh, the business boys.
Good business.
No, just talk about every isolated element
Yeah.
of the transfer. There's what it means on field, there's what it means financially, and there's what it means developmentally. You talk about everyone individually, and they all accumulate into a very good deal. If the worst case scenario in a transfer is that you double the value that you paid for somebody, you tell me how that's a bad situation.
I never said the transfer was bad. I just don't understand. I don't understand the hype behind it. And I don't understand the hype behind him. And I don't know why there's...
Okay, explain to me what you don't understand in terms of hype. He's a up-and-coming defender,
Okay.
19.
19 years
Captain.
old.
2 years.
Exactly.
2.5.
Okay.
Deep Champions League experience.
Probably...
One season?
Also Europa League. Count it for what it's worth.
Yeah.
As an 18-year-old.
Okay.
Probably, in the top 10 of center backs already?
I would say that's pretty definitive based on last season.
Yeah.
He's not going to regress.
He's
He's not gonna suddenly become a top 50
You
guy.
don't know that.
What? That he's
It's
going
going
to...
to get worse.
Yeah.
I don't know that. The reason why I
What do you know? What do you know?
But
Tony?
that's the question I ask everyone. What do you know about him? What do you guys know about him? I think any person that's putting De Ligt on this pedestal has probably watched no more than 2 handfuls of games that he's played in.
Define 2 handfuls.
I'm so happy. Oh shit, the camera. But yeah, for real, like you guys have not watched him enough to know what he is. I haven't watched him enough to know what he is. So that's why the verdict's out. That's why I wouldn't pay that much money for him. I understand why you take the calculated risk, and I understand that. But I just don't get the hype around him. I don't know if he's gonna be the next Mbappe. I don't know what he's gonna be.
But that's fine. You can argue that. You can argue that point. But
that's the point.
I know, but Juve is buying potential.
Yeah.
And from what we've seen so far,
which isn't much.
Okay.
Which is quite a bit for someone of his talent level still. And his age, more importantly.
There's the path looks promising. Yes, it could all go to shit. You're 100% right. There is that probability. But based on what he's done up to this point, it looks like a steal of a transfer for the price that they paid for him.
More importantly, they're paying for what they're going to get, not what he currently is today. And what he currently is today might actually be about what was paid for too.
Yeah.
So
the other thing is, looking at other potential center backs, would you pick Harry Maguire over him?
I don't want to have the Harry Maguire conversation.
I know why, but he's going for 80 million. So you're going to tell me
because they're stupid.
That's not the point. The point is he's going for 80 million. Would you take Harry Maguire for 80 or De Ligt for 70? And I already know the answer to this question, but go ahead and say it on the podcast.
Hit you with the
yeah.
Put it on record.
Put it on record.
Hey man, that Leicester center back, ooh.
Yeah, ooh.
He really gets
it. It's a Prem premium. You say De Ligt to a Prem team anyway, because Harry Maguire is obviously not worth 80 to any other team outside of England. That's a Prem premium.
Yeah. We'll get to those idiots in a second. I'm gonna call them idiots.
So you didn't answer my question.
I don't care about the price tag.
Yeah, you do.
You can answer an obvious question.
Answer the question.
You can answer an obvious question.
I don't care about the price tag.
Okay, but you didn't answer my question.
What's the stupid question?
Would you pay 70 million for De Ligt or 80 for Maguire?
Yeah, I would pay 70 for the kid.
Okay.
And
why?
And just hope that he proves me wrong.
Okay.
Because Harry Maguire is not worth 80 million.
Hope he proves you wrong. Again, so you would do it. You see the rationale behind this, though? Like,
you know what? I already like 3 people on this podcast already.
When I said I hope he proves me wrong, my initial thought that
don't back up.
That
see how fast he's backing up?
That he's not as good as I think he is.
But he hasn't shown enough. So how do you know that definitively whether or not he's good or not, good enough or not?
Oh, I'm looking at the small samples I just give us.
I'm just gonna give you. I'm play devil's advocate here, and I will give you back what you just gave us. If he hasn't played enough, he hasn't shown enough. How can you say that he is not worth potentially?
Because he hasn't wowed. He hasn't wowed me.
He hasn't wowed you. I mean, we're talking about leadership.
I haven't sat there and fallen in love with him. I don't have a man
crush. But you've fallen in love with Harry Maguire.
I shudder to think about who has impressed you then as a defender.
Hey, little Frankie gets. Oh no, he's not a defender.
No, he's not a defender. Try again.
Might have been a center back in one update in FIFA. That's the extent of him as a defender.
Look,
overrated, by the way.
Who, Lil Franks?
No, I'm joking.
Oh,
I'm joking.
Hey man, we have a discussion. We have a discussion about Lil Franks. Is it Frankie or Frankie?
Frankie. F-R-E.
You see his little girl?
Yeah. Good for him.
Think she's Matthijs' little girl?
Think she's cute?
Yeah.
Matthijs got a hotter girlfriend than Frankie. That's a fact.
You go.
That's got to count for something.
You go, Matthijs.
That's about an extra €5 million.
You get her, Matthijs.
If you get Anki Moeller as one of your team's wags, that's got to count for something.
I've never called him Matthijs. That's a nasty name.
Call it what it is.
Whatever, man.
Tyrell's a bit of a...
Hey.
might scare a girl's dad.
Hey, put some respect. I know. They hear Tyrell's coming over. Ooh.
They're expecting someone about 6 feet taller.
Hide the expensive stuff. Yeah. Stop this. But I know it happens. I just stand on that. That it's the same thing that I feel for Davinson, and like I hate how we have to assess players and base it off the potential and how they're young, and we just assume that they're gonna get better, or we're very optimistic that they're gonna get better. Where I just assess it as what they are now.
Can I ask you one question then? Can you say whether or not Matthijs de Ligt is considerably more advanced Dan, I'm asking you too, more advanced than any of the
Center backs
who
his
have
age.
come out over the not even
Or
necessarily
like
his age,
around his age.
within 3-4 years.
Hey, yeah,
To have come
that's fair.
He's far and above.
That's fair. I don't have any problem with the fee. I've never come up and be like, oh, they paid way too much for him. I'm just talking about the hype in general, that I feel that.
No, that's what I'm saying. Forget the fee for a second.
Yeah,
I'm talking purely.
I just feel that we're really putting a lot of expectation, a lot of there's a high ceiling for him, but I don't know if he's done anything to really merit that. Mind you, I can only say that I could say that because I haven't watched enough of him. I know all the Ajax fans are gonna come here and hit us with the De Ligt's the real deal, and that's cool.
That will increase our Ajax support.
Yeah, and that's cool. That's cool. I'm not saying that they're wrong. I'm just saying I'm waiting to see it, and I guess I'll see it this season when I sit down and watch all 38 games of the pending train wreck that could occur.
Train wreck. Look, listen, I'm not going to pretend like I saw Groningen away or Vitesse at home, but look.
That's where I stand on that.
Look, and that's fair. That's fair. I'm just saying we're talking about the club making an exceptional move for an exceptional talent, and you make exceptional sacrifices for those types of talents.
Yeah, when did Juve get so bold? Who did they hire?
They signed Ronaldo.
They signed Ronaldo. That's the thing.
It's called all in.
Yeah, but who made that decision?
Not the workers at Fiat.
Yeah,
those poor
The
guys.
richest families in Italy.
One season one transfer we're gonna sign Ronaldo. The next one, Matthijs.
Yeah.
Like, who do you guys think you are? When
Listen,
did this start happening?
you try shoring up the defense for 10 years. I'm going to be honest with you going into this season. Dan, you may or may not agree as a Juve fan. I don't know that I can say prior, other than maybe midfield. Maybe the midfield, if there was a more important position to address or a bigger priority than a young center back to develop behind Chiellini, behind Bonucci. Bonucci pretty error-prone, Chiellini world-class, but up there.
Hey, you're gonna talk about Chiellini's errors either?
What errors?
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, no,
We'll save it for another call.
no, I think I would definitely agree with you. I still don't think that midfield is.
Speak about it.
I don't think that midfield is better than the Man City or Barcelona midfield.
Tell them.
And I still think we're probably fifth in favorites to win the.
Oh, shut
the
up!
Champions League.
Shut up! Dan always underselling you guys. You're not fifth.
Yeah, we are.
You're not fifth.
Yeah, we are.
You are 3.
No, we're not 3.
You are in the 3.
No, we're not. Definitely not in the 3.
You're in the 3.
No.
How are you not in the 3?
We're not better than City. We're not better than Barcelona. We're not better than Real Madrid.
Yep.
And Liverpool's probably.
Yo, if y'all are
just
not
above.
better than Real Madrid, then Cristiano gotta look himself in the mirror.
We're
Not
not.
a little Eden smoke you.
Yeah.
Come on,
It's a better-
man.
it's a better midfield.
That old midfield.
Yeah.
Modric is toast. But I know a lot of people haven't watched Real Madrid last season after their season went south.
No, he's
but
finished.
Modric is toast.
He's finished.
Tony-
That was a token Ballon d'Or, by the way. Can we be
won't-
honest
we
about
won't,
that?
We don't want to talk about that
Yeah,
one
we-
on this.
Okay, I wanted no.
Fabs is like gonna call in. He's like, "Oh, my senses.
Yeah.
They're talking about the Ballon d'Or again." I've never seen anyone more upset.
No, I still think
they're not fifth.
That's fine. You can.
They're not.
Listen, if there's one thing I've learned in this podcast, shoot low. Because if you ever shoot too high, Tottenham, it'll come back to bite you. So if I'm gonna say
No, that was stupid.
if I say they're fifth,
That was stupid.
it's good there.
No.
And then as the season comes on, maybe I'll put them higher. But I'm gonna start with fifth.
Because I remember you said fifth. I would smoke you same way. They are definitely in the top 3 with all the signings they've made. Although I don't think the midfield signings are gonna blow up in the faces of everyone in Turin, including the Turin boys.
Can I just ask though, why does a signing either have to be a colossal failure or a smash success? Could Rabiot maybe come in and just be like a good addition?
No.
Could Aaron Ramsey just come in and be decent?
Can Aaron Ramsey come in and
Can he
be healthy?
contribute?
No, because he's never healthy.
That's fair. We'll see, but I mean, you can't base a player's ability off of how often
but
they get injured.
but you know what? For those two, I'll differ because they both came in on a free. So and I think that's something that, and I know that TY doesn't like to talk about money, but I think you have to also look at that. You're not paying a fee for them. So if they blow up and they're not great,
no one would.
Oh well. gone.
Once again, they're assets. I don't know why I even call them free. A Bosman is still expensive in a sense, but worst case, Rabiot's resale value, tremendous. Aaron Ramsey.
Is
You
it?
still get something. Of course. What do you think he would have been worth? I'm not talking about value either necessarily, but
Yeah.
look, at the worst case,
We're gonna learn
you
a
can sell these guys onward for major profit,
Yeah,
capital gain.
that's true. Some English,
anyway,
some English
Some
team
English
will
team
buy
will
him.
buy it.
Look.
You're only going to learn a lot about Rabiot this season too. And why do you have
I
so?
think you will too.
No, I know a lot about him.
What do you know about him?
He's the only guy who
Other than
watched
he's
the
got
French
Tarzan
league.
hair.
I
He's got Tarzan hair.
I watched the French league. I know a lot about him. I know why Thomas don't want him.
Nobody who watched the French league last year saw Rabiot play anyway.
Okay, well, I watched it before that.
And that was not because of his on-field ability.
Now, there's an issue.
Hey.
There's an issue. You're going to see it.
All right.
I'm not going to tell you what the issue is.
Do you
But
know it?
I'm just gonna come.
Do you know it, or you
No,
just?
I know it.
Just gonna
Well,
leave some vague thing
Yeah.
out
no,
there.
I go. I told Fabs. Fabs knows. I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna come on the
If he gets hit
podcast.
by a car, you're gonna have called it. You'd be like, "Yeah, I told you.
Yeah.
I told you."
No, there's an issue there. That's why he didn't play with Thomas, and it gets exposed in the Champions League. But I just want to know why you guys have so many midfielders too.
We have 6 after Khedira leaves. That's
Yeah.
going to be three positions with 2 substitutions per. With Khedira leaving very soon, that'll leave 6 for 3 positions in Saudi's formation.
Ramsey, Chan, Bentancur,
Matuidi.
Matuidi,
Assuming he
Pjanic.
stays. And-
Pjanic.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Rabiot. Okay, whatever.
See?
That midfield's so
He can't run his
It makes
fingers.
more sense when you say it out
Yeah.
loud, right?
Yeah.
That midfield's so trash.
Okay, look, let me follow up then.
Yeah.
Dan, you raised some very good points about the midfield.
I know.
Skeptical as a Juve fan as you are, like we all are. I'll ask the both of you a question. Is that midfield better than Liverpool's? Is it on par with Liverpool's? The team who just won the Champions League.
I think.
They work in a different system.
Well, conveniently you'd say that, but
Yeah.
I'm saying from a talent perspective.
Talent perspective.
If you're going to compare one versus the other,
Yes, Juve's is slightly better.
Oh wow.
I would
Okay.
say at worst they're on par.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Really?
Yeah.
At worst,
Who's the best Liverpool midfielder?
Fabinho,
Yeah.
Okay, Fabinho
former
against
right back.
Fabinho, Pjanic. Who wins? Who do you take?
Overall or on their best day.
Both.
I might edge to Pjanic on that one.
I think I do too. Fabinho's more consistent. Pjanic is better on his day though.
Yeah.
Okay. And then who's the second best Liverpool midfielder? Don't tell me it's Wijnaldum.
It's
I think
Wijnaldum.
some might.
Yeah. Who else? Who else?
Some Liverpool fans might be standing.
Yeah, I would take a healthy Aaron over Wijnaldum.
Yeah, but that's your problem. Healthy?
Okay.
He hasn't shown to be healthy
Okay.
for long stretches of the season.
Cross your fingers.
I'll defer to the both of you on that. I haven't seen enough of Aaron. I'm encouraged by Arsenal fans' obsession over his departure. I'm encouraged by that.
Hey, Aaron with a Pjanic sitting and healthy.
Going forward, he's good though. I've
he's
seen a
gonna
little bit.
Score some
Yeah.
goals.
Not enough that I can determine. But
The problem is he just needs to be a little bit more clinical in and around the box.
yeah, I remember him being talked about like a Barca target a few years ago.
Yeah.
Like
You-
3-4 years ago, but
He could be, that's the only part of his game where it's still a little bit weak. I've seen him squander a couple chances where I thought he would score for Arsenal. He gets in great positions. But his finishing is there's still something to be desired. If that's something that Juve can work on them, I think he's a fantastic transfer.
I'm not entertaining this. Juve has a better midfield than Liverpool's,
Okay.
but Klopp just get the best out of them.
okay. So how bad is their midfield really?
Juve's?
Yeah.
I don't think it's.
Because we destroyed their midfield last year, by the way.
Yes,
Okay.
as we should have.
So has the midfield gotten better than what it finished off with last year?
At the very least, it's got more quality.
Slightly.
Okay.
It's slightly better.
By the way, Emery Chan is sort of the forgotten man here too. And I say that only because after he returned from his thyroid issue, he was very good in the second half of the season. Very good at even as an emergency defender. He played right back at times.
When they hit
Yeah,
them with a
center
little
back.
tactical change and went to a 3 and Emery dropped in and yeah, I know, whatever, man. Yeah, I'll
He's
leave.
got to count for something.
I'll leave Emery alone right now.
Okay.
Their midfield's slightly better. I don't think their midfield is better than City's, and I don't think their midfield is better than Barca's.
Okay. So
But that's about it.
Look, listen.
They're
when
better than Real Madrid. Don't give me the Zidane crap. And that Eden's gonna Eden got to be a killer for Real Madrid to be better than Juventus.
oh.
I don't think Real's better than you.
And Eden
Personally.
Eden ain't a killer. And you think Paul's going to change it? Change the dynamic? They'll have midfield better be able to hold Paul.
Well, so you're saying Paul's going there?
I don't think that's going to happen.
No, I'm just saying that if it does happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just being parallel.
Then there's no one else really. Atletico, no. Bayern, no.
What about Ericsson to Real? Is that a possibility?
Apparently,
But that's cooled off. I actually heard I heard a lot of that at the beginning of the summer, but I haven't.
they're getting.
But you know what?
They're getting a little Champions League craze.
But the problem is, and we said this in the last couple of weeks, the Premier League teams don't have that much longer to negotiate.
No, their window's shortened.
Yeah. So
They got to make that move if they're going to find his replacement. Maybe Ndombele is sort of their replacement. I know they're similar. They're not similar players.
No, Christian got to sit his ass at Spurs and try and win.
I think so too. But
Anything else you guys want to say about Juve? Y'all didn't say much about De Ligt. You're just very happy.
I don't think there's
there's
much
a lot to be happy about.
Exactly.
What's there to be upset about with that?
Oh,
He's
nothing.
the most sought after defender in the world that's available from a transfer perspective.
Yeah, I get that.
But you know what? I'll go on top of that and say it's the second. What? It's the you want to say second year in a row, but because maybe Ronaldo wasn't as sought after as De Ligt, but you've gone out in the two transfer markets and have brought in two big name players.
Very impressed. Ooh,
Not just
Impressed. You
not
should
just
be.
something
Okay,
for
relax, turn boys.
for Juve, but something maybe even for Serie A, because we've said on this podcast for a number of times that Serie A needs some talent back in that league, and maybe this is the start of that. You know, first De Ligt, James, possibly to Napoli, some other young players coming to other Serie A teams. And maybe Tyrell's boys Atalanta make a run in the Champions League.
Or maybe you develop your own players. That's for a whole different other
I'd be happy
discussion.
about that.
We're
Think about it, though,
gonna
you're
get
right.
Dion for that little development conversation.
Listen, I'm all for it, but I'm just saying, like, what? Joao Felix, Matthijs de Ligt, what other wonder kids moved this summer? I think there's at least one other guy it's escaping me right now, but either way, the Prem is not winning out on all of these battles.
Oh, they're losing now.
They are.
They're losing now. They're upset. They're like, oh, we're the only ones that are overpriced. We'll get to the ones they overprice
now.
us. They raise up the fee. No, they don't. You just purchase. You don't do a good job.
Prem to Prem transfers,
Yeah.
you
Yep.
pay a premium.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sucks.
Yeah. You're an idiot.
So what? Let's
I don't care, man. I'm gonna play both sides of that little United coin today, okay?
go ahead. So
Because
let's,
apparently I'm the United hater, and everyone knows that Dan's the United hater.
Oh,
Dan's
yeah.
been killing United since he just touched on this podcast.
Damn
and,
right.
And yeah, it's time to own it. But I'm the one. Maybe I gotta start posting your hate on my Instagram just so
fine.
people know. I'm gonna direct them to you.
well, it's coming right now, so you can direct it right now because
Look,
United
Gonna
paid.
live and direct them.
I thought there was more to the De Ligt thing, and
Okay.
like I said, my argument's
I'll
just
talk about it all day.
my argument's just the hype thing.
Is that the only one? Do you have any concerns about him as a player?
No.
Or do you now see that you don't know enough about him one way or the other?
He makes a lot of mistakes, but I guess I could hit you with the he's young, which is fair.
I don't think it's a lot of mistakes. I think you're talking about a guy who, while he's 19,
I don't like that excuse.
I weighed him against Mbappe. I'll say it this way, okay? When Mbappe makes a mistake, when he bungles a play,
Which happens a lot.
in the worst way imaginable as a
happens a lot.
forward.
No,
What are the consequences though?
Zero.
Dispossession. He
Zero.
misses the net. There's a goal kick. When De Ligt does so, the consequences are dire. So you got to weigh those things versus one another.
Oh no, when Mbappe misses, that's why they don't go. That's why they don't make it out the round of 16 in the Champions League.
Perhaps,
But-
but look,
Yeah,
the other
because-
team doesn't
but-
score when
But
he
that's
makes a
because
mistake.
your boy Neymar is on the wherever.
Okay, but
He's with Aaron Ramsey on the
but
training.
Yeah.
but that's my. You hit my point. You hit my point about this. Is that the people that don't watch Mbappe put him on this high pedestal? He's not there yet either.
Yeah, well, nobody's saying he's a finished product.
Yeah.
Nobody's saying De Ligt's a finished product.
Whatever, man.
We didn't pay 180 million euros. Though.
Give me some
Right.
PR BS answer. What's the next topic, man?
We're going to your Manchester United boys.
They're stupid. They're
Yeah,
so
because they're about to play 80 million for Harry Maguire.
They're stupid. City's been like City wanted Johnny Evans.
Hold on, Twitter's like on fire with, isn't it like 65 and add-ons that add up to 80 or something?
I don't care, man.
I know it's 80. We all know it's 80.
It's 80.
Don't hit me with the add-ons.
At
United
the end
fans
of the
are
day,
so
it's
trash.
80.
There's a lot of rationalizations.
United
on
fans
the
are so
feed.
trash. Like just take the L, man.
130 mil on Juan Bissaka and Slabhead.
Yeah.
Dude named Slabhead.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we're getting it.
Juan Bissaka's good though.
Look,
You see his for preseason debut?
Ooh, go on. What's his first name?
Aaron.
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 He don't look like
Yeah.
He don't look like an Aaron.
No.
They changed his name.
No.
Um,
He looks good though. He's a tackler.
you pause. Don't ever tell me that Aaron looks good.
Okay.
I'm playing.
Relax.
How do you guys feel about it? Dan, could you say what you gotta say?
I think they just got fleeced by Leicester. Good for them.
Leicester go fleece them and finish higher.
Yeah, exactly.
Tielemans better than all their midfielders.
Yeah.
Possibly.
If you're gonna overpay for somebody on Leicester,
Yeah.
he's the one you do it.
Yeah. exactly.
Boost your midfield. You lost Ander.
Yeah.
You're about to lose Paul next year.
Ooh. That's all. You just feel that they got fleeced?
I you know what? I don't see. You want to talk about hype? I don't see the hype on Harry Maguire. I don't think he's a very good defender at all.
He's a ball
He had
player.
a very good Euro.
Yeah.
Or World Cup.
World Cup.
He had a very good World Cup. He scored some important goals.
He's a good ball player. Is that what you just said?
He's a ball playing center back
Really?
that offers an aerial threat via set pieces.
Have you of
So
all?
you're saying he's a limited delay.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
He's a Dollarama Delit.
Yeah.
Older and you get to spend more money on it.
Yeah.
Ooh, and he's English.
No, he's
Oh,
pretty
that-
good.
oh, that-
He's actually pretty good.
He's a good Premier League defender.
He's worth at most about half of what United's buying him.
They should
for.
they should be paying
For the
40.
truth
40.
here.
In
40.
today's market, they should be paying 40.
But you know what? But I don't see in the air. He's a fantastic aerial defender. I'm gonna give him that. But I've watched him a number of times with Leicester. A ball at his feet. Not that good.
He don't always make the right pass.
No.
Especially when he tries a little those penetrative passes.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh shit.
Yeah,
Fuck.
but offset pieces and in the air, credit where credit is due. He's great. But 80 million for that type of player? No.
Would you characterize Harry Maguire to United as a desperate move from a desperate team?
Yeah. Yeah, they're trying. They're. The thing is that the defense, it needs upgrading. The problem with that team is there's many other areas that also need upgrading, and I think they're looking at if we shore up the back, at least we won't concede, and maybe we'll hit them on the counter with a couple goals here and there. But that team, if they lose, well, they'll probably keep Paul. At least this transfer window. I don't see them losing Paul now.
I think they priced him out.
But
They priced him out of a move.
But I could see them possibly losing Romelu to Inter, and if they lose him straight up with cash, it could be the worst decision they do. Only because I think they need other players coming in. So, but I don't see where the goals are coming from out of this team.
Anthony,
Yeah.
300K per week. Marcus,
Yep.
Jesse's gonna find his shooting boots.
Please.
Juan gets into the box.
Uh-huh.
Paul
he did
could
5 years ago.
Paul could step into the box.
Uh-huh.
Well, he should.
Scott's could hit the screamers from distance.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want to leave Nemanja open from 35.
Mm-hmm.
Harry from set pieces.
Oh yeah.
Juan on the overlap. Aaron on the overlap.
You've already mentioned him getting in the box.
No, Aaron.
Oh,
Juan,
Aaron.
Yeah, I said Juan because Juan
Aaron.
Bissaka.
Oh, sorry.
Aaron.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah.
You know about Diogo Dalot?
Yeah.
That might be one of the sexiest sixth-place teams of all time.
I'm surprised you didn't mention De Gea getting in on those.
Hey, De Gea.
90th minute set pieces. You never know.
Behind all the smoke and mirrors, De
He's gonna
Gea.
go full on Enrico Brignola against Milan.
De Gea's-
Bullet header in the 90th minute to end their dreams.
Hey, if there's anyone that could do it, it's David. David's staying. So
Yeah.
isn't that like a win for them?
Yeah, because is anybody going to pay what United would theoretically want for him in basically the worst form he can possibly be in?
Yeah, he
for
had
a top goalie.
Yeah, he had a trash year.
He's so much
Yeah.
better than that, though. I'm not ready to bump him off his perch, but
No, I am.
are you okay?
And yeah, Allison.
your show.
Allison better.
Oh,
He is.
He is.
I agree. I agree. I agree.
Okay, that's the perch.
Okay.
Oblak's better.
100%.
Uh,
I don't know that anybody's better than Oblak.
yeah, I know, but no one watches Oblak. That's the problem. Or whatever. Mark
Marco.
Andre.
Fleury?
Ter Stegen.
Ter Stegen? Yeah, he's
Yeah.
good. He's better.
good too.
He's
Okay,
better.
so we got a few that are better. And
I'd say he's better.
Oh, I think you were going with he's the best Premier League goalie.
Oh no, Alisson better.
Oh, okay. Because I thought that
And then you guys could have your discussion whether Ederson's better. I don't care. I just know that Alisson's better.
Oh no,
I don't know that
I
Ederson's better.
I was
I'm not saying that.
But I would never have thought that he was the best keeper, out of all the leagues. I thought you were just going with. I thought you were going on just the Premier League because get out of the Premier League. De Gea's not even okay. Maybe top 5.
Oh, you go to Old Trafford and tell them that.
I will
smoke you.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm gonna make sure they hate you by the end of the season.
I'll tell them they're going to finish in the Europa League too.
Look, there are two sides to this stupid coin.
Okay, what's the other side?
The one side of the coin is that they needed some defenders, so they paid a premium and they got Wan-Bissaka, who I guess adds on to their very young, vibrant fullbacks in Dalot and Luke Shaw, and it kind of ensures that they don't have to always play.
Dalot's out of the picture now.
That's sad.
He's done.
No, well,
What chance does he really have?
He plays right. He's been playing right mid when they have the diamond, and he's done well. So they have those three, and that means that they don't have to play Ashley Young and Antonio Valencia. Oh, didn't Valencia leave?
Oh, I don't even know.
I think.
I don't know. He's out of the picture.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's gone. But they don't have to play Ashley Young at fullback.
Yeah,
much longer. So
they shouldn't just stop playing Ashley Young. Period.
Didn't he just get an extension?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the captain too.
There you go. No,
He's gotta
Mata's
mean
the captain.
something.
Oh no, not anymore.
Man.
Who's the captain?
Mata.
I thought De Gea was going to be the captain.
Oh, Mata's captaining them in the
I
preseason.
don't even care about their
At the end
captain.
of the day, is that a good thing that they don't have a definitive captain?
Yeah,
anymore
yeah.
either? Like,
Who
it's
cares? And they needed
another mark.
And they needed a center back. So that's what
Okay.
everyone has been saying and harping for the past 12 months or so. My problem with Harry is Harry much better than Chris Smalling, healthy Phil Jones, which is never Lindelof and Eric Bailly?
Is Lindelof done, by the way? What happened to him?
Apparently he wants to leave.
Yeah. But I heard Bailly wants to leave too.
So where do they think they're going?
The last time I heard was Bailly to AC Milan.
Okay.
Really?
Okay, fine. I could see them doing that.
But
they
They
lost
move for club and player.
They lost Zapata, right? So
yeah, maybe
yeah.
he'll go to your boys, Atalanta.
Devastating loss.
whatever. But I don't even care about these guys. My point is that I don't think Harry Maguire, for you to spend $80 million on someone that's not much of an upgrade on what you already have, is utter stupidity to me.
Let's say he's the next Bailly or he's the next Lindelof.
Well, he's not as athletic as Bailly, and he's not a better passer than Lindelof.
I'm just saying. Let's assume worst case scenario.
And he's
comes to
hella
fruition.
slow. Sergio Aguero's gonna smoke him at like 35 or 34.
I'm just saying.
Okay, continue.
My point being, let's assume the worst case scenario on Maguire. You've now paid $80 million and you've plunged yourself heavily into that investment.
Yeah.
Let's assume that he follows suit with the last two guys you've done that to. It's a far worse look than the previous failures, and we're going to call them failures tentatively because they're already kind of on the periphery.
Yeah.
So
Who are those other failures you'd speak of?
Lindelof and Bailly.
Oh, okay.
Bailly had that one
Because I thought
cup of coffee at the beginning.
because I was
Real
going to
good.
put Paul in that bracket, but that's fine.
I'm talking purely at center back. You
Oh,
want to get
purely
into
at
that?
center.
Yeah,
That is
that's
a massive failure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless Europa League is your goal.
No, but so that's my thing is that they
Got some
kinda-
Europa, you got some Europa League players. That's what you should be playing.
one coin is that they
Can I
did
get a gunshot on that? Actually, that was nice. That was nice.
they did improve slightly
At center back.
and at fullback. So
Okay.
I got to give them credit for that. The biggest problem though, the other side of the coin is that look, it's 130 million on two players that don't really plunge you into the top four unless everyone else gets significantly better, which is highly unrealistic. So what was your goal here? They're linked with Bruno Fernandes and who's the other guy I said? The Bruno, and they're linked with someone else.
Okay.
And that's
I didn't even know they were linked with someone. I just heard that one.
I said on the podcast. I said it before. I forgot who. I don't
I
care.
remember you said another name.
Yeah.
It was inconsequential.
Yeah.
In comparison to Bruno though.
Yeah.
So I just don't know where they're going with this. And it's come to a point where if you're spending all that money and not getting players that are going to elevate you to the next level, then why are you spending it?
But that's my point. That was my point at the beginning. I understand why they make this move because they need to address the center back position, but
But
there's so many other holes in this.
It's a bad
in this
move.
defense.
It's a
In this
bad
team.
move. It just shows that, like I said last week, whoever's running the show is incompetent. Perhaps Ollie has no say. I think we could agree that he probably doesn't have much say.
You don't think he has to say on this one?
No.
You don't think this is one of Ollie's transfers?
Well, if it is, then he's got to get fired. It's like,
Because what we said last year at the end of this season was we're gonna give him the time.
I didn't say that.
No, that's what people were saying, not
Oh,
us.
okay.
People were saying that this is going to be his team. He's going to build this team. So if that's the truth, these signings that are coming in have to be all these signings. If this is his team, if now he wants to put a stamp on this team, don't tell me he has no direction that these are not his signings. It's like telling me that these are not sorry signings. Yeah, they are. Anybody who comes in now is sorry signings. Anybody who comes in now, these are all these signings.
Well, on paper it is, but I don't think I don't think if he had a list, Harry Maguire was on it.
It has to be.
I don't think so.
Well, it's dealing what we know, though, so far. Wan-Bissaka is in. He's a United player. He's official. That strikes me as a move that I think he would probably make.
That's understandable.
He suits the core. He
Yeah.
wants to play young. I think he's got a young core.
Yeah.
And I think he suits that profile nicely.
I don't know about Harry though.
Hey, well.
But I feel like they had to get a center back, and he's one that's technically on
I'd
the
be
more.
willing to join a Europa League team, perhaps?
Well, no
No offense, but
it's
I
a
mean,
step. Yo, y'all are dissing Leicester, man. Leicester. Actually, I said that Leicester ain't gonna finish ahead of them, but
I know.
Oh, Leicester.
the way things are going,
Well run.
he said that Anthony Martial is this is his year.
Uh-huh.
Indirectly, he said that, so I'm waiting to see that.
Like a make or break year? Or
No,
this is the year
like
he
this.
explodes?
This is the year he explodes.
I like that.
Pause.
I like that.
That's good.
I want Anthony Martial to explode. I'm ready for his explosion. I'm just saying.
I don't know why. The problem here is,
He's a
look,
French prince, and he's ready to explode. I think it's well put, honestly.
Look,
how much longer are we going to wait for him to finally come good?
I already told you it's not happening.
Be the man.
I've told you it's not happening. It's not happening. He's not. He's not built for it.
Isn't that Jesse's
see
team?
it.
No, none of them are built.
Behave.
Isn't that Jesse's team?
None of them are.
Is it Manchester City boy?
none of
born
them-
and bred?
None of them are.
Rashford's team?
None of them are.
Pogba works Jesse like a puppet.
Yeah.
None of them are built for it. Okay.
Those are the Instagram boys.
None of. Relax, turn boys.
IG boys.
Snitch on you. None of them are built for it, man. It's come to a point where I've said it. United's just not a big club anymore.
Hold on a second. When did you say that? You said that today.
No, I said that on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
They're spending 130 mil on Wan-Bissaka and Harry Maguire. If that's not the sign of a big club, I don't know what it is.
That's
Only a big club would do something like that.
the.
You got to give him some credit.
No, enough is enough, man.
Okay, because I've been saying that United are not a big club, and you're telling me,
but-
the brand and the
No,
this
but
and that nonsense.
No.
Now.
You said that they can't. You said that they can't attract big players.
Yeah, and I'm sticking by
He's
that.
right.
No,
based on
no,
what they're linked to.
they can't attract big players because the guys that are in there are not doing their job.
No, because nobody wants to go to that team.
That's not true.
Yes,
if
it is.
If they scrap whoever is working there right now, and they bring in guys that actually know what they're doing, they could attract players there.
Let me ask you this: Were Manchester United in the Lit conversation?
No.
Apparently they were.
Nope.
No.
No, they
not
weren't.
really.
But
Not
they were.
seriously,
But
not
they were
genuinely.
never. Yeah, they were never there. It was Barca and
PSG
and Barca
and
Barca
Juve.
only pulled out because of the whole Neymar thing.
Yes,
That-
they didn't pull out. He chose otherwise.
Okay.
But
let's be honest.
Okay, sure.
But my point is,
I'm ignoring that.
My point is, if they were a big club, were they not? Why were they not in that conversation? Because the Lit did not see them as a big club. Period. And this is the biggest, youngest transfer out there, and United is not in that conversation. They're not a big club. End of the discussion. That's it. They're not a big club.
I can't use that because
Why?
I could go back to Eden Hazard signing for Chelsea when they finished like 6th.
Yeah.
And he picked them over all the big clubs that wanted them. Was Chelsea a big club then? No.
Is Lille Ajax coming off a semifinal appearance in the Champions League?
You know? So that's my point there.
I think the place he's coming from.
Eden Hazard was the hottest property. Everyone wanted him.
That's fair. That's fair.
And he chose to go to a team that finished 6th and barely they won the Champions League, but we all knew where that was going. And
Yeah.
he chose them. United's problem is the guys behind the scenes. And no one could tell me otherwise because they could attract players and they have the money to give to players. But those guys are looking in the wrong places. I haven't seen United linked with any legitimate player that can make them better. And when I mean linked, I mean like actually attempt to make a bid for them. And I think that's striking to me.
Yeah, because
but it's not because because you can make a bid for a player that doesn't really want to go, or you could be linked with you can go to their agent or to their team and try to work a move, but they're not looking in those right places. They could have went and got Fekir. You think they could have got Fekir for $25 million? Leon had to sell because he only has 1 year left on his contract.
Okay,
it expires. They could have, but why didn't they? You tell me why didn't they?
Because I don't think he would have gone there.
You don't think he would have went there over Real Betis?
Nope.
Stop this.
Okay, the fact that Real Betis got him makes me have a whole other load of questions about that. I think you raise a point about culture, though. I think that's the real problem at United.
That's the biggest problem.
Can I blame one guy for it too?
Is it Paul?
No.
Oh, okay.
Who?
The guy who signed him, Mourinho. He left a big smoking heap behind at Chelsea, just the same way he really did at United.
Yeah.
And he left the team with the players sort of in more control than the club.
Yeah.
He sort of facilitates the players taking back more control than the management does. He did it at Chelsea in his second go-around. And now it seems like time has kind of proven that he did it at United too.
Yep.
But that's
a real problem.
Well, there's a 50-50 divide there. I
Probably.
think. Yeah. But I can't
Holy is your coach.
I can't dispute that. But that's the biggest problem there. You can't tell me that players would want to go not that they would turn down United for other clubs, but you can't tell me that United can't pull in quality players. I just can't understand that.
I agree. But what's the lure though?
Yeah.
What's the lure? Is it the fact that they're United? Because that doesn't mean enough.
Thank you.
The brand
Not enough anyway.
Nope. Don't give me the brand shit.
Yeah, it is the brand.
Nope.
It is the brand.
Nope.
It is the brand.
But you say that just the same way Milan would be able to say, we've won 7 Champions Leagues.
Yeah.
Big club, huge club historically.
Yeah.
But do you have to go toil away in Europa League for a year or two before you finally get back to that?
But
players only have so long.
But that's equal. Milan and United have somewhat of similar issues here.
Money being the big differentiator.
And with who's running the show.
Okay.
That's kind of my thing there. They both have the same issues. The brand is huge. The brand is definitely huge. It's like people going to Real Madrid. Why do they go to Real Madrid?
Because they have a chance to win at Real Madrid.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
They believe that they have a chance to win at Real Madrid.
But they don't.
Well, Real Madrid's worst years, they're still in Champions League.
Yeah.
They're still competing, even though they probably will ultimately not win the league.
They never win the league.
They're still competing, though. They're
But
still at that level.
They believe, whether it's right or not,
But
they
it's
believe.
it's the brand.
But
it's the brand.
Okay, it's the brand. If you want me to,
Mm-hmm.
it's not really, but they believe that they have a chance to win.
Why do they believe that?
Because the squad is not bad.
They literally are competing for it, though.
Because they actually believe that they can do it. I don't know. Ask them.
Did you know the answer?
Yes, because they believe that they can win something. You're not going to.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
No,
they don't.
at United, you say, we are United, we're a huge club, and then they finish 6th. At Real, we're Real and we're a huge club, but then they still finish top 3 and they're in Champions
We
League.
finished
again.
third, 20 points behind the team that finished first.
Yeah,
I'm saying they could do a little bit more than pay you more than every other team on the planet.
You know?
But honestly, do you not think that Eden goes to Madrid because he doesn't think that he's going to win there? Because then why doesn't he go to United? Why didn't United put in a big bid for him? Because he knows if he goes to United, he's not winning nothing.
No, you asked me why. You asked me why they didn't put. You tell me why they didn't put a bid in for him.
United?
Yeah,
Because they know he was never going there.
They
He's
don't
never going there.
They don't know that.
Emotionally, there's no way he's not leaving.
No, yeah,
Chelsea
but
to go
in
there.
that situation, yeah. And that's because he was at Chelsea, he wasn't going to go there. Just like he wouldn't go to City. If City put in a big bid for him, he wouldn't go to City.
I don't know. City's taking some other big Prem players.
No, he wouldn't go.
Probably not. But
He
I'm
wouldn't
just
go.
saying.
I bet you there was a better
City
chance
has
he
that
goes
lure.
he goes to City than United.
Essentially,
Damn
yes.
right.
But
Why?
Based off what's happening right now.
Why would he go to City
City
over
don't
United?
have the brand that United
Yeah,
has.
yeah. Tell me that brand.
No, City,
tell me
City,
that brand.
City have Pep.
Is that the brand?
No.
The Pep
City,
brand?
City have Pep.
Uh-huh.
City's building a brand
Yeah. Okay.
as we speak.
Okay.
I don't understand. I don't understand why
They're
this is
paying
so
a lot of
diffi-
money for
I don't
that
understand why.
brand.
This
Yeah.
I don't understand. Yeah, they are. I don't understand why this is so difficult to comprehend.
Because I don't buy that.
As to why players have always went to United. Now they're just not going there because they don't have the right guys in charge. Players were still going there up until like the last 18 months.
It's about choices.
When
options.
Mourinho does play a part in that. When Mourinho was partially responsible for what was going on at that club, along with Ed and along with the other guys behind the scenes.
Okay, so but now you're telling me something different. If you're telling me that the draw to City is Pep, I'll say yeah, I agree with you.
But they're building a brand at the same time. They've been doing it for the past
when Pep
4 or 5 seasons.
When Pep leaves, you think
people will still go there.
What's the brand? Out of curiosity.
Yeah.
I'm not even saying I disagree, but what is it? I might disagree too, but what is it?
Well, it's pretty. It's a pretty generalized statement, but it's more about
Just define it for me. I'm curious.
in 100 words or less.
more so it is what Manchester United have worked on building from a worldwide perspective to the fans, to players. The culture is also obviously engraved in that as well, and kind of just everything tossed into one.
Now look into the camera while you say that. You might get a job with them.
No, I'm not going to do that. But
Just finish it
that's
off with "We Are Red" and you're
what
good.
it is off the top of my head, because time is really.
That sounds like the kind of stuff I would say on an essay when I have no idea what I really want to say.
Exactly.
You know what? I get what you're saying. They're global.
Yeah.
Everybody knows United.
Yeah.
But the thing is, who wants to go to United to play Europa League, to not reasonably and realistically challenge for a Prem title? If you're going to be going to England over the next year or two, I think you got 3, 4, maybe 5 better options.
Look, but
Maybe not 5,
that also goes down to who they have there, and that's building a project there as well. That's selling it to these players, bringing in other players to get that done. You have $130 million. You could bring in three good players and add that to what you have and push into that top 4.
I think you make a point.
But they have to. It's about the guys behind the scenes selling that to the players. It's not about winning the title right now, but it's about building something. And they have the resources to do that. It's just that the guys behind the scenes aren't using those resources correctly.
Okay, so now there I somewhat agree with you.
But that's okay, whatever.
But that's not the brand. That's not the brand. That you've sold me something. You've sold me something differently.
But they're supposed to tie that into joining Manchester United.
No,
Just that's just like, why do people go to Juventus?
because they'll win.
People are going to Juventus before they were winning.
You're talking about 100 years of winning, but guess what?
Yeah.
After 06,
Yeah.
after 07, 08, 09, we were not getting great players. We were happy to get Olaf Melberg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were happy to get guys like Felipe Melo
Yeah.
for 30 million euros. That's our brand at work, convincing a guy who we're still having to throw huge money at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look, at the end of the day, when you start going with shrewd business, shrewd operating, and you go the Bosman routes, you allow your brand to work for you in that way.
Yeah.
You go buy low with high reward possibilities, and you sort of accumulate assets, guys who increase in value.
Yeah.
Harry Maguire immediately drops off in value the second he puts pen to paper on a United contract.
Yep.
That's driving a car off the lot.
Whereas Wan-Bissaka is the opposite.
That's a good move.
They're
If you're going to overpay for somebody,
exactly, because I think if and when they do sell him on, they'll make a profit off of him.
yeah.
Even if they pay
possibly.
Why
No,
not?
100% they will,
Possibly.
because they'll sell him to City for 85 or 90.
Wan-Bissaka?
Yeah.
If he turns out to be what y'all think he's going to be.
I don't know about y'all, but
But
I'm saying.
But there's potential for him to increase in value when and if they do sell him off. Whereas Harry, no. You know, you're not gonna. I don't think you're gonna recoup the 80 million that you've.
They said that about Anthony Martial, and they're not going to get that money back.
Well, that's inflation on a guy who was signed when he was, 2019?
Yeah.
Wan-Bissaka is what, 21?
Yeah.
21. Presently, Maguire is he's on the wrong side at 25.
Yeah.
Guys don't normally increase dramatically in value after that.
Essentially.
I mean, we're not talking huge
Yeah.
huge
No,
quantities here.
they're not going to get more for whatever they're going to pay for him there. The United thing is I stick to it. And you can't tell me that they can't get better players than Harry Maguire and Wan-Bissaka.
They can.
You can't tell me that.
They're buying English Galacticos.
And
that's not a
you can't
strategy.
tell me that. They don't need to go get a De Ligt. They don't
Would
need
help,
to.
though.
They don't need to go that route, but they could do much better than what they're doing now. They should be able to attract much better players than they are now. And it's not even about attracting them, it's about actually going out there and identifying players. That's the biggest problem.
So to finish this talk on United.
No, you just hated. You just hated.
No, because
now I want them to do well, so you can stop hating on them.
Hold on, though. What's wrong with Lindelof? What's wrong with Bailly? What's wrong with all these guys that they've bought? They've entered a culture where there's just no stability. No room for success.
Well, Bailly was never a top center back. That was like
no, but he was still
a roll at the dice.
Guy.
Lindelof was he had one good season.
Yeah, this is a guy who's young, played for it.
Well, when was the last time they made a
splash,
an astute quality signing? What was their best signing under Ed Woodward? and
you have a cricket sound effect,
and that answers my question in a nutshell. Under that regime, what was their best signing?
Federico Marqueta.
Well, no, but, I'm being dead ass right now. Like, who was their best signing?
What was the year he got there? What was the year he got there? 'Cause I'm tempted to think Martial too.
Yeah,
he's the guy who comes to mind.
That says everything about what I'm trying to say.
David De Gea.
He came a while ago. I don't know. How long has Ed Woodward been at United?
No, he's been there for. De Gea probably just sneaks into that timing. No.
Probably.
Because if it's not De Gea, then it has to be Martial.
I would say yeah. Off the top of my head, he's
Rashford?
the first guy who comes to mind. Well, Rashford wasn't a signing. He's an academy guy.
Came through the academy, right?
Yeah. Tell you what.
So after 2012.
Okay.
And
that would rule out De Gea, right?
Yeah. Right. That would rule out De Gea.
You're talking Van Hal
After the retirement of David Gill, the following year, Woodward was promoted to the top operational role at Old Trafford in a restructuring of the club's boardroom.
Okay, so that's 2012. So when did De Gea get there?
He got there before that.
Yeah.
He did for sure.
Yeah, he won the title with them with Fergie.
You're talking Van Hal era and onward.
Yeah.
Okay, so then
we're talking Moyes.
So then
onwards.
I'm gonna go Martial.
Yeah.
Says everything. Says everything.
I'm just trying to think.
Says everything.
Oh,
right
yeah,
there.
no.
Can we
I know what you're
can we
saying.
end the conversation now?
Yeah.
Ironically, that's the only one that I could say they got because of brand too.
Yeah.
Can we end the conversation now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Paul doesn't count as brand.
No.
Romelu doesn't count as brand.
Wrong.
I'm not saying that they're great, but I'm just saying none of those players.
Big Rom is a Mino boy.
Yeah.
And like when he brought Pogba over,
Yeah,
that
Paul's
was
a Mino
that was
boy.
Preordained, orchestrated move.
Okay, asking questions.
I
Other
would
questions?
argue that I think if Chelsea came calling, Rom would have went back there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just asking questions here.
All right.
So that's been their best signing.
Yeah.
And you're telling me that it's because they can't attract players.
Yeah.
They were Premier League. They were Premier
I
League.
don't think it's because they haven't tried.
They're
I'll say
Premier.
that.
They're Premier League champions at one point. I've never heard
when dinosaurs roamed the
I've
earth.
never heard United be linked with anyone legitimately linked with anyone of close to or world class level since that regime has taken over. They got like Robin van Persie like a season before.
Right.
Okay, when he was like arguably the best.
But that's
striker
why
in the league.
that's why I didn't pick him.
Huh?
That's why I didn't include him. He was on.
No, but that's just kind of my point of what they were attracting while not really playing great
Was that
football.
Fergie's last year?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah. So, but I'm just making the point here that it is not there. It is not because they're Manchester United or why people aren't going there. People would still go there
if they were good.
Whatever. If that's where you want to go, then you could continue believing that. But it is much bigger than because they finished in sixth. Because teams could hire the right managers. Number one, build a culture, do a better job of preparing proper projects for the managers.
I don't want to keep going on this, but if you were a player, what would you sell me coming to United right now? What would you sell me?
You're not selling me Ole.
Yeah. What
You're
are you
not
selling
me? Europa League.
Because I understand your Pep one. There, you're selling me Pep.
Pep,
100%.
Klopp, Pochettino. Players go play for Poch, and they're never going to win anything.
Do they really?
They're never going to win anything.
Who was the last
Poch
big?
is great and all, but
Who
And
was the
Dombele.
last big signing that
And Dombele?
Spurs just?
And Dombele?
they might now start going for Poch. But prior to this year, I don't know that anybody was really lured. by
I
him.
just want to know what you're selling me. If I'm a big name guy, what are you selling me at United? I just don't see what you're.
It has to be a long-term plan. It's not a short-term plan.
Okay,
Coach, hire me a good coach that I
Yeah.
care about first.
Yes.
I'm sorry to say that about Ole because he's a very
No. Don't be sorry, but that's
He's
but
adorable
Don't
and
be
all, but
sorry,
like-
but that's where it starts.
Yeah.
That's where it starts.
yeah.
so that's what I'm saying.
Te-
That's what's not attracting any big name players to that club. I just don't see you're selling me nothing right now. Pep.
Well, to be fair, none of those English clubs are signing big-name players.
I know because there's nothing to sell right now. There's really
no.
nothing
I mean,
to
none
sell.
of the City's not signing any big-name players.
Oh, but City
They
have a
that
good
much-
squad.
there's
Yeah,
not
but
much space to really sign guys.
City built their squad based on signing young players that
Yeah.
weren't that great, that had the potential to
But
be
what did
great.
they sell him? Pep.
They sell to it was a long-term project. It was before Pep even got there. Kevin De Bruyne was there before that. Sterling was there before that.
Yeah, but they were also competing.
They paid a premium.
They weren't.
For
They
both
weren't.
those
They were.
guys,
They
though.
were. They were not competing.
They won the league.
before Pep. They finished like in third.
No.
Pep's first season they finished in third. Before that, they finished in fourth. Yeah, they'd win the league and then drop off after.
Okay, but I know,
It was
but again,
inconsistent.
that's what they're selling them: the ability to win the league.
Now they are.
Now they are.
Yeah.
It was never a given.
Well, they've always been in the hunt, though. They've always been in that. They've always been in that discussion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since Mario and Kuhn and Mancini.
And
Yeah.
and Liverpool,
What about him?
if they do the same thing.
Why always Mario? By the way, that guy, where is that?
And
guy?
Liverpool,
Oh, man.
and Liverpool.
And Liverpool what? Elaborate.
Well-
Let me answer for you. Let me answer for you correctly. Elaborate. What do you mean in Liverpool?
How do they,
Who did they attract?
Started with a coach.
Don't tell me Mo Salah, because Mo Salah was an average player at Roma. They took a flyer on him and got lucky.
All right, hold on. I say better than average. He got progressively better every stop along the way.
Yes.
Fiorentina.
Yeah.
Then there was Roma.
Yep.
Then he progressively got better everywhere.
Right.
But I'll say, yeah, to expect him to explode the way he did.
No.
Well, my point is that they brought in a manager. They bought players that fit that DNA, and now they're competing and challenging. It's not about, my thing with them is not about attracting big name players. It's about attracting players that fit a model that you're trying to produce on the field on a week-to-week basis that could help you contend for titles. But they're not doing that. Harry Maguire is not the answer to that.
Okay, so we're in agreement there.
We definitely agree on that.
Yes, there. We'll end it there. We're in agreement.
No, you're in agreement with that, but what I'm trying to tell you is that they could attract players that can help them win trophies. You're just saying they can't attract. No one wants to go to United.
No, it's just not the right people want to go.
Not the
to
right people.
But you're solely focusing on big names.
No, it's coach first.
No, but what I'm trying to tell you is that those English clubs haven't built their success off buying big name players. They can't compete with the Real Madrids or the Barcelonas.
United can.
United can.
They definitely can.
Okay,
So can City.
get out of here, man. You just said that they can't. Now they can.
In terms of pure
No,
money.
they can purely from a financial standpoint.
No, but
That's it.
I'm just talking about in general.
that's not enough,
I'm just
though.
talking about in general.
Oh, I thought you meant.
I'm just talking about in general.
I thought you meant financially.
No, I'm talking about in general.
Ah,
Those big players are always going to Barcelona. As of late, they're going to Barcelona and Real Madrid. Cut the Juve shit with the fact that they signed Ronaldo when they signed him. That's another discussion. And the free transfers of players that are over the hill and they want one more last run at it. Matuidi, Khedira.
Matuidi wasn't free.
They shouldn't have bought him anyways. That was a waste. Khedira was a waste.
Khedira gave him a couple good years.
Chan was not wanted.
Crazy. City wanted Chan.
Chan was not wanted by Bayern or Liverpool.
they wanted City wanted him.
City wanted him.
Okay, City wanted him.
Yes.
Pep did not want Emery Chan back.
Do you know Pep?
Yeah,
You spoke to him
Yeah,
personally?
I saw him drop him at Bayern.
All right. Let's move on.
But just remember, keep that same energy. Keep that same energy for United.
I will.
Because
Don't
you're saying
worry. Don't worry.
You're
That
saying,
will never drop.
You're saying they can't attract anyone, but that's not entirely true.
When money is your only lure, you have a problem.
But yeah, and not for Chelsea. But
Chelsea.
my thing here is that it's money is a huge factor, but if the guys in the back aren't running the show properly, then it's never going to work. And United fans,
we're agreeing.
no,
Okay,
but that is the biggest problem. United fans know that, and that's what they're trying to tell you. But you're just saying, oh, they can't attract anyone based off. Yeah, they can attract people because they are Manchester United. Yeah, they can. They can do that.
Not the present evolution. That's all.
And but my point is the reason why they can't do this is because the guys in the back.
I agree. You said two things that I completely agree with: culture and coach. Two C's that are most important to success. Period.
Whatever. United fans, two sides of the coin. You're not a big club currently. You may never be a big club again. And when I say big club, just right now, they are in no position to compete. Sell to us that they're going to compete until they fix that stuff and put together some sort of plan. And not waste $130 million on players that have potential and that are fullbacks. They're not really going to. I don't know. To me, that's. If you're going to pay $50 million for someone like that, he better be scoring some goals or dominating the midfield. Two things that they can't really do very well at the moment. Any other transfers that flipping mattered, you guys?
No.
Correa may go to Milan.
Reached an agreement with him.
Good for him, because Joao Felix came to take his job. Kieran Trippier went to Atletico Madrid. I like that. I think he was very tired after the World Cup. I think he'll have a good year there, and they needed someone to go in there. I don't care what you guys feel about that. How you guys feel about that? But he did have a bad year, and I think it was just.
Trippier is okay. Played good for England too in the World Cup.
Yeah,
a good guy who had a good tournament.
But I just think post World Cup wasn't his year. I think he will bounce back. Oliver Torres to Sevilla. You guys don't care. Fabs will care. That's another guy that he loses. Daniel Sturridge banned for trying to get his brother to bet on a move that he probably didn't deserve, and now he has to pay the consequences. So shout out to Daniel Sturridge. Your career is over. Wish you best of luck on your future endeavors.
Yeah, the reason why he had to do that was because he had to recoup the money he lost.
Yes,
paying to get his dog back.
Yes,
that's why.
You loser. Fekir to Real Betis again. Like I said, none of the English clubs really made a legitimate bid for him. I don't think he's that great. Prove me wrong at a club that actually has some nice young talented players that play good football, but obviously can't compete with the bigger lights in Spain.
I bet you they sell him onward for huge profit.
Yeah, because one of the English clubs are going to be like, oh, wow, we should have bought him when he had 1 year left on his contract. They're not wise. Isco and Asensio apparently up for sale at Real Madrid, trying to offload money. Lukaku bid rejected. Apparently Inter really want him. They got to do a bit more with that.
Conte's pissed.
Gareth Bale is apparently for sale.
Yeah. It's going where?
They're saying China. I really do think that if those English clubs want to spend some money, I think Spurs and United should look at him.
Spurs, why not? Make him part of an Eriksen deal.
Yeah.
If he must go.
I think if Spurs get
Eriksen,
I think if Spurs get Gareth, that's not bad. Look, I'll say this about Gareth.
Who's going to get more out of him than Spurs?
I'll say this about Gareth, man. Y'all are disrespecting him. You're disrespecting him.
Who is?
I would love
him. Gareth is a horse, and not just because he looks like one.
No, he is.
Man runs up and down the wing. He scores goals. It wasn't that long ago. What was it? A calendar year ago, he scored one of the best goals in Champions League history.
He scored in 2 Champions League finals, Copa del Rey when he burked Mark Bartra, Club World Cup, had a good first year. Big
competition.
Look, man, the biggest problem with Gareth Bale is that there was huge expectations on him being the Ronaldo replacement, when everyone thought that Ronaldo was going to dip, and he didn't, and he's still performing at a very high level. The second thing is that his biggest flaw is his track record with injuries.
Yep.
If he stays healthy, legitimate world-class player, would significantly improve any club in England right now, if healthy, I like to say. I think he'd fit into any starting 11.
I honestly, personally, I would like to see him go back to Spurs. I think that's the perfect place for him.
Oh, you just hate him. You go to United.
Yeah, okay.
I hope they package him with that Pogba deal.
Please.
All right.
Why would United do that?
I don't know. I don't know why. I can't trust them. So anyhow.
No, that's enough.
Gareth Bale, when healthy, could be a world class.
Yeah, I agree. I don't disagree with you at all, and I think he would be a perfect fit back to Spurs.
And he needs to move. And Zidane's
he's a
Zidane's you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lucas Vasquez is. Come on, man.
You know-
Eden. I would keep Gareth.
I'm honestly surprised with those comments, to be honest.
He demands a lot of attention being as high priced as he is, though. The reason why is that Lucas Vasquez has a lane. No, he's not a third of the player Bale is, but he doesn't command as much game time, as much attention on the squad. It's a problem. It's a problem, and it's one that they have to address, even though it's kind of unfair and a little odd.
It's extremely odd. Man, Eden better turn the hell up this season. Because I don't know. To lose that and then who's going to score your goals?
Vinicius?
Well, yeah, I forgot about him.
One of their 900 strikers.
Yeah, but he can't score either. He can't score either.
Your boy Benz.
Big Benz has to carry too much of a load. Pause. And I just feel that Eden got to score too, man. That's my biggest problem. We're gonna talk about Bale next week because I think he'll probably get sold by then, and I want to have a real discussion about Gareth because I'm sick. I'm sick of Zidane, and I'm sick of him as they're comparing the stats and him as a player. We get to that next week too, Diod. If you want to stop by and I'll let you know how I really feel about Zinedine Zidane and his playing career and how.
I'll see if I have absolutely nothing else going on.
And how
maybe consider
overrated it is. But we are running out of time.
We are.
We're gonna pack up for you.
What?
We'll talk about that after. Since we kind of have to, since Dan really cares. I mean, you guys know what time it is. Yeah, Dan's neighbors, you know what time it is. Oh man, TFC played 3 games in 7 days.
Oh,
3 games in 7 days. What a tough stretch for a group of professional soccer players. They have to rest everyone. They can't play 3 games in 7 days. They won 2 by the... They really lucked out. We'll get to that in a bit. And then they play the Houston Dynamo that can't win on the road. And you know what happened there. Jay Chapman couldn't get it done. Patrick Mullins didn't get much service. Jonathan Nazario trying to be the main creative fulcrum. Boy, that didn't work out. Dan, well, both of you guys are both like TFC Live Hive. Y'all just stick together with everything.
I'll make this short and
No,
sweet.
I'm going to kill everything you say.
All right, I'll make this short and sweet.
Mr. Anti-United.
Yep. That was the biggest mistake from Vanney that I've ever seen in, I don't want to say my life, but in his tenure at TFC, and he's made a lot of them.
Wow, you got 6 out of 9.
No. Listen, that's unbelievably naive of him. At home, if you're away, that's fine. But you're not throwing away points. You threw away points at home in a very, very tight race. I can understand Pozuelo not playing. He's hurt. That's fine.
I was going to say, you
No,
have to
that's
play on one leg?
No, that's fine. I understand him. The one I don't understand is Omar. He was your best defender. Hasn't played very much.
I don't think he can play.
No, didn't
3
play
games in 7 days.
Didn't play at the World Cup, Gold Cup. Sorry, he's playing.
Why didn't he play at the Gold Cup?
He didn't play.
There's no reason why.
No, there were better defenders ahead of him.
Not at TFC.
What's that guy's name? Miazga?
Matt Miazga.
Miazga?
He's better than him? I don't know.
According to the coach, yes. But
Okay,
that's
cool.
not the point of this. The point is that
Miazga's American.
yeah.
Yeah, Omar. Yeah, I know.
At TFC?
No, Omar Gonzalez is American. Like you talk about Gold Cup.
Yeah.
Oh, Gold Cup.
There's no reason.
Come on, knees.
There's
Oh,
no
boy.
there's no reason that Omar doesn't play that game. That's the like I said, the Pozuelo not playing, I can understand that. Even Bradley not playing, don't understand that. Josie not playing, don't understand that one.
Yo, Josie can't play.
No,
Josie can't play
No.
3 games in 7 days.
that's fine.
Why are you lying?
No,
He can't play.
that's
You would have
fine.
been so pissed if he got hurt.
You play him.
Okay.
You play him at least for the first 45. Okay?
He played 45.
Yeah, the game was over by that time.
Yo, you're saying Manotas wouldn't smoke Omar?
No.
Okay, whatever.
Let's be serious. They're pro players
Yeah.
in the MLS.
Yeah.
They can play 3 games.
There's-
They should be able to play 3
There's
games.
no reason for that rotation at that time of the year.
He's looking at the bigger picture.
Don't give me load management
He's looking at
nonsense.
October.
Yeah, they're not going to get there.
Ooh.
Okay.
The East is really competitive. He just wants his guys fresh
But you know what?
for that big playoff run.
That's the problem. The East is significantly worse than the West, 100%. But the East is tight. I don't understand throwing 3 points away. And you know what? If they get out there, if they win last night, nobody's going to say anything. Even if they draw, maybe you give them slack for dropping 2 points at home. You drop 3 points at home.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, but I don't see the... I just don't see the logic in those changes.
Really?
And go ahead.
I was asked TFC Live 5 what he thinks, but he quit on you.
Yeah.
You quit, right?
No. I didn't quit.
You quit.
I didn't quit. Look, if you were to panhandle the trajectory of the beginning and end of the Jovinko era of TFC, I'm just going to say that I think it exposes Vanney for what he really is. That being a pretty mediocre coach, all things considered. Matt, to be quite honest with you, I really think in this continued post-Jovinko era, you're going to start seeing more and more questionable coaching decisions, more and more head-scratching lineups, head-scratching formations and deployment of lineups. I don't know. I'm pretty much done with Vanney. I think things have worked. It had a shelf life. I don't know. I'm done with it. I don't know that he's the guy to continue leading them forward to getting another title, but look, he's had the luxury of having by far the best squad in the MLS during the majority of his time as TFC head coach. So
if I'm TFC Live Hive, I'm very happy that we got 6 points out of 9.
Did you coin that term, by the way? Because
I
I never even heard of it.
I'm rolling with it now because you both are here and y'all are, the Calcio boys and the Turin boys.
Turin boys.
Team Juve to the death. Fino alla fine. Yeah, you guys are all of that.
Okay.
So you're a TFC Live Hive.
Part of the OBJ hive.
Hey, shout
El
out to
no
him.
BJ.
Look, man, you should have won at Montreal, but you won.
No, yeah.
Well,
Win's a win.
The game was trash. Well, you guys won.
That's
You
not the
always
that's
celebrate a win over Montreal,
Off,
period.
off quality, you won against New York.
Good teams find ways
you
to
needed,
win.
You needed a very fortuitous Josie back heel.
Now, what
That
fortuitous?
he'll never hit again.
That was special.
You got a penalty, and then
Deserved.
and then they a huge howler, and in between all of that, more so in that second half, you were dominated,
Okay.
like extremely dominated, and Westberg was your best player yet again.
Okay.
And then here, you rested players, and it didn't work out for you. And Manotas and Martinez and other buddy, forgot his name.
McNamara.
They ran riot.
Yeah.
At some point, I understand your point, but take what you got and move forward.
No, absolutely
It
not.
was a bad match day.
No.
How many more match days are you gonna
No.
have this season?
No. I would agree with everything you said if that was an away performance.
And I don't know if those guys, whatever.
No, I'm sorry. You're at home, and in MLS, it's known it's very hard to get points away than it is at home. You maximize your team and you win at home.
TFC play the same way at home and away. But no, I understand the logic behind it.
Listen, Houston hasn't won.
I know.
In
I know.
2 months, 3 months on the road.
We're gonna learn a lot about Omar Gonzalez in a bit.
Sir, allow me. As fans of a club that just had Massimiliano Allegri at the helm, there is a little bit of value in results-oriented football.
Okay.
As long as you win, as long as you get the points.
No, but I'm a long term.
Great deodorant for the stench of a poor performance.
I'm a long term thinker, and I see I see the writing on the wall already. Whether
What does it say?
they won in Montreal.
What does it say?
They're not good.
Just go read the wall for me.
What does it say? Vanney's
I want to
fired?
know.
They're not good. Vanney will be fired at some point in 2019.
That's scary.
But they're not good. So I understand. Josie should have played. Bradley could have played. I didn't mind Liam playing.
Oh, he had an awful game.
I want Liam to play. Well, he didn't get no help. You think Bradley was going to help him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's the two in the middle. Markey's on the bench, and those two are.
Look, man,
side
Markey
by
ain't
side.
never going to be on the bench. We got to get that.
You're never going to be worthy of the starting 11, if you want my opinion.
Well, that too. Well, Jonathan didn't do much either.
I think he gets a little bit of unnecessary hate from you personally.
I know.
Who, Jonathan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can't shoot outside the box. He's
Fact.
not that creative.
Fact.
All his goals are within the 6-yard box.
Fact.
He plays a lot of safe passes.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, what else is there
Nothing
really to
wrong
say
with
about
that.
him? Not the greatest tackler.
He's offensive. Continue.
Yeah.
What else do you want me to say?
I don't know. I think you're describing a guy who's a pretty good MLS player.
Yeah.
Nothing more. He's not going to go to Europe. He's a good player.
I know, but he just doesn't do much on the field for me.
I don't know. I think you're nitpicking.
Really?
You're nitpicking.
What does he do?
I think he has a place for TFC.
You just said he scores goals.
Yeah.
No, it's not this season. Not with Jovinko and Vasquez not creating space for him.
Look, he's coming off his best season, probably statistically, without looking at his numbers ever. So, look, if you're going to weigh every season against that, I mean, you're giving him a pretty unfair comparison.
No, that season was mightily hilarious.
Why? Because he's from Brampton?
No, it has nothing to do with that.
You're the best soccer player from Brampton.
We don't say where TY's from.
You can't.
That's one of the rules.
Oh no, you can say it.
Oh, okay.
Secret's out now.
Oh shit, they're gonna come find me. Jonathan knows where I live.
33 in Beauvert.
You know? Yeah.
Right by Dairy Road.
I just look. All I'm saying is that he doesn't do much. I understand why you're upset with Vanney and the decision that he made, but to me, it's just 1 week. They got 6 out of 9. I didn't think they were gonna get 6 out of 9. I don't think they should have got 6 out of 9. I think 4. No, not even. I'd say maybe 5 if they didn't rest. They should have probably won the Houston game, and I don't think they should have. I think the Montreal game was meh, and I thought the New York game, a lot of things went their way.
You're saying they should have got 5 points instead of 6?
Yeah.
They should have went undefeated in all 3 games. Is that what you're saying?
Anyhow.
It's all about how you spin it.
Yeah. Look, man, if you're gonna kill Vanney for that, that's fine. But
I
don't know who you blame it on. Blame it on the players?
It's not on the quality.
This is not this is MLS. We're not talking.
So it's not. So when do you want him to rotate?
When you go away?
Okay. So your main thing is just that he shouldn't have done that at home.
No, it's a harder league to win, to get points away than at home. That's statistics. And you're going to throw away points at home. I don't understand that.
Well, he can't rest against Montreal because it's a rivalry. New York is better than Houston.
So you're telling me that professional players can't play 3 games in a week. They do it in Europe all the time.
Yep.
They're not.
That's not an excuse.
They're
Why?
They're not.
No, sorry.
They're not
What?
those players.
They're not fit enough? That's what you're telling me? Because they're not those players. Well, I don't understand what that means. What is
that? Semi-pros. I mean, they can play 3 games.
I mean, we could have that conversation off camera as to what they are and who they are.
Yeah, but they're professional athletes. I don't buy that. It's like you telling me like, oh, the NHL players can play 3 games in 1 week, but the Russians who play in the KHL, no, they can't. What? No. They're professional athletes. Don't tell me that you can't play 3 games in 1 week.
Dan's got the ultimate point here. The fact that there's a lot of parity within the MLS. There's not Real Madrid and Valladolid. You're playing teams that are generally kind of on par.
All the teams are rotating.
Look, they're rotating, but you got to take your points so you can get them when you're most optimal for you to win.
Houston could have rotated on the road, and they didn't. They rotated the game before.
They're going to rotate.
Yeah, on the road.
Yeah, and then they played another game on the road.
That just happens to be the 2 games were on the road.
Well, they had to rotate at some point. They made like 6 or 7 changes. So teams are rotating. Like it's not like they're not. It's not like TFC is the only team that decided to rotate. Teams are rotating.
I understand.
They're all facing the same issues here. At some point, they're gonna have to rotate.
Yes, and most teams rotate when they're on the road.
Okay,
that's my point.
It's not
rotate.
It's not.
Do you understand?
It's not. It's not.
You understand? Rotate.
It's not that serious. I wish they rotated in Montreal and then lost, and then hear what you had to say about it.
But they would have never rotated in Montreal.
You know why?
What?
They want to win.
Because the 401 Derby. Yeah. Cut that shit, Dan. Cut that.
Hey,
man.
listen. Even ESPN called it a derby, so
they're losers.
Bigger derby than El Trafico.
Zlatan smoked Carlos Vela. Don't ever disrespect him.
Well, no kidding.
Well, they were trying to put them 2 side by side.
Listen, if he calls me a Fiat, I'll be happy.
Yo, man.
We're not getting to that. We'll get to that next week.
That TFC stuff, man. I'm not buying that. Don't compare them to some of the best players in the world. They're not there. They're not there.
Is somebody doing that?
No, we said well they do it in Europe.
Do what?
They don't rotate in Europe.
No, I didn't say that.
So what are you saying?
Saudi doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look how that goes for him.
Look, everybody makes mistakes, and sometimes you get lucky enough in life that you.
Okay, you know what? Actually, did you tell me that Liverpool, that Pep rotates 7 players? 7. Tell me that Liverpool team you rotate 7 players.
You mean City or
doesn't matter. Pick one or the other. Even Pep with his 7-team squads that he has on
He
City.
does. He did.
7 players. 7.
Remember when he didn't play Kevin De Bruyne?
Okay, 1. Talking 7.
What do you mean? That week where he had 3 games in a week against Spurs, Brighton, Spurs, he did rotate.
7 players?
Do you want me to go back?
Yeah, not now.
Yo, no.
No, not right now.
City, Brighton.
Yeah, okay. From the game before to the game after.
No,
he
it don't matter.
Not to mention, it's a lot easier to rotate when you have City squad.
Yeah.
In all
And-
fairness here. When
Go
you
ahead.
bring in
What was that-
Bernardo
what was that
Silva
lineup?
and Sterling off the bench.
What was that lineup?
Mendy, Laporte,
Yeah.
Otamendi, Walker, De Bruyne, Gundogan, David Silva, Bernardo Silva, Gabriel, Jesus, Sterling.
7.
In a 1-0 win.
Yeah, 7. Tell me there was 7 changes.
Why does it have to exactly be 7?
Because that's how many
The
TFC
man's
made.
making a point. He's trying to flex
like,
on
it's
you.
not going to be exactly 7. Like,
He's
if
trying to put you on a poster and you're not allowing
Yeah.
him.
It doesn't have to be exactly 7 to.
What if it is?
What if it is?
is?
You got gunshots.
Because you're telling me, because he's going to come back. Oh, he made 3 changes.
Man's Google skills got to get a little bit better, though. We're live on camera. We got hot mics. You got dead air.
I don't really care. That dead air is going to stay there.
The audience can't hear what your hair looks like. How many changes?
Yeah, he's about to count.
4-3, okay.
Company,
1.
David Silva, Sergio Aguero. And the game before that, he went Delph, Fernandinho, Mahrez, Sergio Aguero, David Silva. 5 and 3.
Okay, so we're going to compare. So you just compared TFC.
5 and 3. But they have a bigger squad.
Makes my point even worse.
They have a
Better.
They have a bigger squad. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't expect. I don't expect them to rotate that much. Those guys. Oh my God! If we really have to discuss why Josie Altidore can't play 3 games in a week, why Michael Bradley can't play 3 games in a week, why Omar Gonzalez, who was like, who the hell was he playing for 12 months ago?
But that's my point.
No, that means that he's not match fit to play 3 games in a week.
100% match
No, he's
fit.
not.
Playing in the Mexican League, wasn't he? That's a bigger league than.
Yeah.
than
I have
MLS.
no idea where the hell he was playing.
And he was just away.
I have no idea where he's playing.
He was just
those
away.
guys are senior players. There's a reason why they're not playing.
So, okay.
There's a reason why they're not playing.
What's the reason? Is that written on the wall too?
Go ask Josie why he's not playing 3 games in a week. I've never seen Josie play 3. I've never seen Michael Bradley play 3 games in a week.
Listen, when he's not playing, he's in the lab cooking up some great stuff. For
Yeah,
us.
or he's getting bodied by Strunic. Strunic would have smoked him.
No.
That's how I feel about Dan right now. I'm Strunic, you're Bradley.
Oh, well.
Bradley didn't want any of that smoke.
Are you sure?
He didn't want any of that smoke. Bradley was quiet. What was he saying? You like that, right? Yeah, you look like that. You tell him to lift your bag, they're not my time. He rotated, they lost, move on. Win against who they play? Cincinnati next?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish he rotated.
Oh,
No, actually, I want
there's
him
a
to
riot. There's a
I
riot
want
at
him to play
BMO.
the full team. I want them to lose.
Well, you hate TFC. I don't know what it is. I don't know
make-
what they ever did to you.
You make me hate them.
I don't know what it is. I
You know
know
why?
this
It's
is an
because
ongoing issue,
it's
though.
because Ty wasn't at the parade. That's why.
T2 didn't call him up.
Yeah.
The audience booing your
Y'all are
takes right
trash.
now.
Y'all are trash, man. Dad got somewhere to be, and he's gonna run while we pack up and do everything that we gotta do, and we'll just take care of everything for you. That was episode 83 of the InnerViews Podcast. We didn't have 84 of the InnerViews
84.
Podcast. We didn't have much to talk about. We just spewed a bunch of crap for like the past hour and 48 minutes, but we got you covered. Hopefully, there's more news to really break down next week, and I guess preseason and all that other stuff.
It's just me and you next
Charity
week.
Shield. I don't know. Dion want to come back? Come back. We're trying to get Brandon Caesar, but he's trying to go on tour with Daniel, so totally understandable. Try to get the camera guy back as well. Try to get Hugo V in the cut too. Trying to make it like a nice little family thing to end off the summer before the season starts. And then if people want to stay, they want to stay. If not, they could go on honeymoon with Fabs, or they could follow Brandon Caesar on tour.
I might see if I might have to be eating dinner that night.
Okay. Anyhow, I don't care. I don't care. Knees. With that being said, you can find this podcast on iTunes, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and any Android apps on your Android devices. Next week, or Dion's going to compile a list, and I'll hit you up with those apps next week. So you guys keep doing that. And upload videos on YouTube. You can find us on youtube.com/interviews. You can find us on facebook.com/interviews. Like and follow and like. You can also find us on Instagram and Twitter, the Interviews TV. Dion only talk about football on Twitter, so he don't count. Dan retweets whatever I retweet, but we need Dan to start tweeting more. So follow us there. Instagram, I post swaggy pictures of myself where Dion comments and says I don't look cool, but regardless of that, we still keep it popping. Gang, 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 subu, clack, 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 bop, bop, bop. That was episode 84 of the Interviews Podcast. No one else has anything to say. Dan,
I do. If you're watching this on YouTube, this is a visual representation of one of Tyrrell's pictures.
Anyhow, thank you. No one's gonna get this far. There, so
they'll be rewarded if they did.
We're trying to end the podcast.
All right, let's go.
Taz gotta go.
Move your ass.
Anyhow, this is episode 84 of the Interviews Podcast. Next week we're gonna be better. It's Monday. Dan messed up this week, and now he's paying for the consequence for it. Your guy Tyrrell.
It's your boy Dan.
It's your new boy Dion.
Hey. No, that was corny. You know what I want to call you, but I can't.
It's your boy Dion.
Because they're gonna kill me. Anyhow, we are out.